I asked Jon Jones about possibly moving up to heavyweight, and what did Bones say?
Yeah, I would love to become a two-weight class champion. I think it's going to happen eventually. I just want to wait until I find the perfect matchup. I want to find a guy who is a champion and he only weighs about 235. And back when Kane was the champion, he was a guy that I'm no idiot, dude. You get a really talented big guy versus a really talented small guy. The small guy is at a major disadvantage.
Sure.
And right now, Stipe has been doing great in the heavyweight division, and I hope I'm not coming across as a pussy because I'm not.
No, it's honest.
By any means. But I just rather fight somebody who I feel stylistically would just be a much better matchup, especially because I would be sacrificing 30, 40 pounds of muscle.
Okay. So logically, after he wins, he calls out the biggest gorilla in the entire he calls out fucking Brock. That's the first thing I thought of was how funny it was. Brock fights at 265, 264. But then again, I just re-listened to that and he goes stylistically. So maybe he thinks stylistically he matches up well, but I got to be honest, even if Brock is off steroids, there's going to be a lot of... That's a dangerous fight for Jones. Because again, Brock has this ability to get you down, and no matter how great Jones is, that is a very tough guy to get off the floor when he's on top of you and he's pounding you, man. Has anybody been able to get up yet? I mean,
yeah, man, Kane.
But Kane, yes, you're right. Kane was able to, but Kane is a bit of a bigger guy.
Jones is a hard guy to get down.
So you think he might do well against Brock?
I think he'll beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar.
Wow. Okay.
How about that's not going the distance?
I said that was a dangerous fight for Jones.
No, he would try to.
Sam agrees with you, my radio partner.
Yeah.
So I would say that I would root for Jones very heavily in that, but I think that's a tough fight for him.
Oh, wait, who did Sam Roberts say he's going to win?
He thinks that he loves Brock too, but he thinks that Jones is 10 years younger and just so good.
Yeah. And not for nothing, he's really. Jon Jones is getting good in jiu-jitsu. Like he did some submission. He submitted Dan. I know he's a lot smaller than Brock Lesnar, but Dan Henderson he submitted in a grappling match.
That's right.
He that's just a straight up grappling match.
He just got his blue belt.
And I want to congratulate him on that. I know he's training jiu-jitsu. You see him in a gi and everything, and it was on one of the was it Embedded?
Embedded, yeah.
And he was super excited. You saw him in there with the Karate Hottie and Holly Holm. And he was, there was like a promotion day, and he got his blue belt, and he was psyched. He did his yell like he won the title right there. So, congrats on your blue belt. I'm very happy that he's learning the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's doing it the right way. There's some guys that there's Jiu-Jitsu guys that want to be attached to a certain fighter because if they do well, they'll be like, oh, he's a belt under this guy. I like that Jon Jones is doing it the right way, and he's not taking any shortcuts because there's guys that got given like black belts and they never even wore a gi or they don't know. They might be tough to roll with, but they don't know the ins and outs of the art. I don't even know if they know how to get out of a headlock correctly. They don't know they don't know the art. And then instructors want to be like, oh man, every time this guy fights, they'll say a so-and-so's black belt. And then so they hand them a black belt. So it's like, what the fuck is that?
Good point.
So I like that Jon Jones isn't doing that. He's learning the art. And then on the very first belt promotion that you get is from white belt to blue belt, and the guy's psyched. You know what I mean? And that guy could beat the shit out of many black belts, all the black belts. Sure. I don't know, the guy's fucking phenomenal. But he's learning the art. That's a very humble thing.
So you think he would beat Brock?
Yes, I do.
Even if Brock gets him down?
If Brock gets him down, what's he going to do to him? Just beat him up?
He's just because he's so big and so strong. At least he held. I know Mark Hunt is not the rounded fighter, but he was able to avoid Mark.
Yeah, he's rounded fighter like me. He's rounded.
But
he's round.
But I mean, Mark Hunt's fucking uppercut. There's nobody in the fucking MMA that's an uppercut. I don't think like Mark Hunt. And Brock was able to not get that in the fucking face shooting in.
Yeah, but you put Mark Hunt in his guard and going in Jon Jones's guard and see who's going to have a harder time. You know what I mean? Jon Jones is a tall, lanky dude, and we're yet to see. You see him jump for a flying triangle on DC in their first fight. I don't know if you remember that. It was at the end of a round. DC got out of it, but we don't even know how he's going to be on his back. He could be very dangerous, or he cannot take damage, get out, get up.
You might be right. I'm just saying that when I've seen Brock on the ground, he has been brutal and very, very hard to get up from. He's a hard guy to get out from under. And I'm thinking purely of weight. And you're giving away, dude, 30-something pounds. That's a lot of weight to give away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like John be fighting at, say, John fights 205. What's he walk around at? 225, maybe 230? Say he fights at 230. You're still giving away 35 fucking pounds. It's
hard to get down. Brock Lesnar despises getting hit.
And he couldn't, that's true. And he didn't take Overeem down, did he? I don't think Brock
No,
he wasn't 100% healthy when he lost that fight.
I don't
but I don't think he took Alistair Overeem down.
Overeem took a duty on him.
Yeah,
That's the technical term.
but he was.
I'm going to be very technical and professional. That's why I don't do Fox analyst.
Why?
work.
He said duty. They'd allow that. He took a duty on
Let's
it.
say, imagine me on the Fox panel. And what is your take versus him versus? Oh, he took a total duty on him. Now back to you, Brian. I don't fucking know. Go ahead.
What'd you think of? All right, we got to talk this. How about Lawler Cerrone?
Yes.
What an amazing!
I enjoyed it, man.
That was incredible.
And I like the way Lola came out, man. Just looking.
I thought he was going to finish him in the first 2 minutes.
making it like a rough, just looking to rough him up in the
Yeah.
beginning. And I'm fine. I thought the decision was just.
I do too. I thought
And
that Cerrone
good for
lost.
Robbie, man. Robbie did great.
Yeah,
But
Cowboy's also very impressive because he has a great chin. Like he was getting beaten up badly in that first round, and then to come back in the second round and fight as well, and he wound up finding his range, and he's throwing kicks and combination. Like I thought he looked really good in the second. I'm always impressed with a guy. Like that's what I like about Frankie Edgar. Like you're getting the shit beaten out of you in the first round at one point, and then by the second round or later in that round, you're composed and you're fighting well. It's impressive.
Happy for Robbie.
I was too, man. It's his
Very
first fight
happy
since
for
Tyron
Robbie
Woodley
Lawler.
took the belt.
Man, he took that break, and good for him, man. Now he's back in the mix, and he took out a very, very tough guy in Donald Cerrone.
And don't think that we're forgetting. We're obviously going to talk about Cyborg. We can have a very brief discussion about Uzdemir against Manoa.
Manoa, I seen at the weigh-ins. What a great guy. I told him that you're a fan too. He's just what a nice guy.
He's from England, isn't who I am. He knows,
he knows who you are.
No,
he
he's-
listens.
Oh, okay.
Are you winking because you're twitching, or you winking because you're just
Both.
fucking-
I'm attracted to you, and I twitch a lot. You know that, Matt. I'm a mess.
Jimmy, you're not a mess.
I'm a
Look at
mess.
the shape you're in.
I'm a
Jimmy,
messy boy.
Jimmy, we're gonna talk more about the fights, but I'm so fat right now.
You're not fat right now.
I have to get back, Jimmy. Longo lost a lot of weight,
You can
and
do
it's
it.
not good. Is it August yet?
It is.
What's today's
2
date?
days.
No, but when people are listening to this, it's August 1st.
I'm gonna get a slice of pizza today. I eat. Know why? Because I got to start on the first. When the people
Okay.
are listening to this,
I will
I'm
accept
starting
that.
my diet.
Okay, my love.
Should I diet all of August?
Well, you try the whole 30 is a good diet. I have no best.
What?
The whole 30 diet. It's tough, but it's good.
What'd you just say?
The whole 30.
What the fuck is that?
It's a diet. Well, don't be mad at me.
I'm sorry, but what does that mean? The whole 30?
I love Matt.
30 days?
Yeah, no, it's whole 30. You just
Maybe Google that. Just can
Google
you
it
tell
up.
me what
Whole
is it?
30. WHOLE.
But what
30.
I gotta do?
It's just it's a guide for dieting, and it talks about what to eat and what not to eat. And again, I have no interest in. I'm not being paid by them. I'm just saying it's an effective diet.
Yeah,
it
but
works for
I
me.
know what to do.
Well, knowledge is no defense against our behavior. I think that sometimes
right.
a new kick in the butt. I know a lot of things,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean anything. I know I can get a girl pregnant, but if you
Yeah.
show me a condom,
No, but
I'll
some
kick you in
guys-
the fucking face.
Yeah, me too. Throw it on the floor. I'll step on it. But the thing is this, Jimmy. I have to have that thing. What is it? I used to have it when I fought. Willpower.
Oh, it's young. Willpower is one thing, but motivation to do it because you're going to be fighting is a big difference. You don't have that anymore. You paid your dues. Now, Jimmy Manoa. I mean, I'm not surprised that Ozdemir can knock somebody out. But the bottom line is to see Manoa go out that fast was shocking. He just got caught. I mean, that was a fucking brutal.
Yeah.
The other guy said he had no time. Right? What's his
Yeah,
name?
that's his new nickname now. Vulcan No Time Uzdemir. I like what he said in the post fight where they were like, what do you think? And he's like, I don't know where the power's coming from, but I got dynamite in my hand, which he obviously does.
Yeah, he was a pretty honest guy.
Yeah.
And
What's Manoa? 39 or 37? I felt kind of bad for him just when those guys are getting up there.
wait, how old is he that old,
I don't
Jimmy?
think I don't know if he's that old.
Okay.
What are you?
Oh, he's 37, yeah.
Oh, is he 37?
Yeah.
He looks good for his age.
As a man of advanced years, I understand. I recognize other men of advanced years, and I tend to feel for them. And like Maya was 39. That's what I'm thinking of.
Right.
Maya's 39. So whenever a guy loses at that age, you're always like, wow, man, it's tough to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's want a title shot? It's a long road to get back on.
What is he ranked now? What is it was Uzdemir or Uzdemir? I always say his name incorrectly.
It's Uzdemir.
All right, cool. Uzdemir was he in the top 10?
He was 5.
Oh, he's 5. Okay.
The new rankings haven't come out, but I would assume he's gonna probably just flip flop with Manawa now. He'll probably be 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
before I forget, I forgot to write him back. I got to message him back. Gunnar Nelson's father hit me up again,
Oh.
and he was like, "Hey, listen, I don't like to make excuses, and he's a good guy. He's not saying it the wrong way.